Hello, my friends. Here I am in the projects lab, and I thought of something fun for you to do while you're around the house. And it involves the ruler and measuring things. It's kind of an adventure for you. So what you get to do is you're going to take a ruler and you're going to go around the house and you're going to measure things. So let's just talk really quickly and remember about what the ruler is and what it does. We use the ruler to measure things. And this is the simple first grade ruler that we use. And it only has inches and half inches marked on it. So if you remember, rulers start at 0, but they never put that measurement on there. So you have to remember that 0 is down here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers are always next to the biggest line on a ruler. So if I'm going to find 5 inches, I'm going to look for the line that's next to it, and then that's where I would measure to. Right there is 5 inches. The lines in between are half inches. 5.5 years old, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. Not 6, you're more than 5, but you're less than 6. So you would be 5.5 right there. This is a very simple ruler. Rulers get more and more complicated, and there gets to be more and more lines on them as it goes up. There's a 1/4-inch ruler, and this ruler goes all the way up to 1/16 of an inch. And then there are rulers which get more and more and more precise with smaller and smaller lines on it. So these are all rulers with inches on it. But there's other kinds of things to measure with too that's not a piece of a wood ruler. One of the most popular things is a tape measure. And a tape, you might have seen one of these around because they look like they're a lot of fun because the tape pulls out like that. And it gets really, really long. It just keeps on going and going and going until it stops. So that's a tape measure. Maybe you have a tape measure around your house. If you do, this would be a good time to learn how to use it. There's teeny tiny tape measures. There's medium-sized tape measures. There's giant tape measures. And it all depends on how much space they can measure. If you don't have a ruler or a tape measure that you can use to measure, like for instance, you could measure things with a pencil. And you could say that my water bottle here is about a little more than 1 pencil tall. Maybe about a pencil and an eraser tall. So it's not very precise, but if I asked you, you could say, oh, that's about a pencil tall. If you have horses, you know that when they measure horses, they measure in hands. And it tells you how big the horse is. So there's all different kinds of ways to measure. What I'd like you to do today is if you have a ruler, that's great. If you have a tape measure, that would be even better. I'd like you to go around and measure things in your house. Why don't you measure 10 things? And maybe you can get somebody to help you write it down, or you can try writing it yourself, okay? So for instance, let's go to this water bottle, okay? And I would just want you to measure it from top to bottom. Remember, you have to match it up on one end and go all the way out. So I would say that this water bottle is about 9 inches long. So I get a piece of paper and write water bottle 9. And you have to tell me if it's inches or whatever, because I don't know, maybe you're measuring in cheeseburgers. 9 cheeseburgers, how much is that? Or maybe you're measuring in toes, and so it's 9 toes. So you have to tell me how many inches it is. One way you can say inches is to make this little mark. Can you see that? That means inches, 9 inches. Or if you want to practice your writing, you can say 9 inch. Okay? So I'm just going to walk around and see if I can find some things to measure. Okay, I've got my tape measure, and let's see what we can measure in the projects lab. Okay, here's some hammers. here's a bunch of hammers. Look at the orange hammers and the brown hammers. Let's see how long the orange hammer is. Okay, the orange hammer is about 12, oh, it's about 13 inches long. Okay, so let's see what else. How about this box here? I can measure the side of this box. Okay, so put that over on one side and come over here, and it's about 14 inches. What else could I measure? Why don't I measure one of my shoes? Okay. Let's see, my shoe, put the 0 right at the toe, is about 12 inches. 12 and a half inches. Okay. What else should I measure in my room? Oh, can I measure the globe? How big is the globe? That's hard to measure because it's round. But let's try anyway. Ah, the globe fell over. The globe fell over. I have to guess. So I'm going to put it over there because I can't wrap it around, can I? And I would say that the globe is about 11 inches. Okay, how about a toy? How about the birdhouse? There's our birdhouse. Let's see how big the top is. The roof is. Okay. Yeah, the roof is 9 inches. Oops. The roof is 9 inches. Maybe something else. What else do we like to play with in here? There's our C-clamps and our clamping blocks. Oh, let's measure how tall one of the stools are. With the purple stool. I'm going to put the tape measure right on the floor and come up here. It's about 20 and a half inches. So, take a look around your house, try and measure some things. Measure some big things and some little things, and have some fun while you're doing it. And remember, if somebody is helping you out with this project, give them a big hug. It's a lot of fun to work with you, I'm sure. But sometimes we forget to thank the people who are helping us. So give them a big hug and say thank you. All right, friends, I'll see you later.